Have you seen the viral footage? A kayaker paddling in calm waters, and suddenly, a massive humpback whale breaches, its mouth wide enough to engulf a car. For a split second, the human disappears. It looks like a scene straight from a nightmare. But did that person actually end up in the whale's stomach? Welcome to Forgotten Why, where we peel back the layers of viral myths to find the cold biological truth. Today, we're answering one of the most searched questions on the internet. What would actually happen if a whale accidentally swallowed you? Most people think it's a death sentence involving stomach acid and darkness. But the reality is far more strange and depends entirely on which giant of the deep you meet. Let's start with the king, the blue whale. It's the largest animal to ever exist on Earth. To give you an idea of the scale, its tongue alone weighs as much as an entire Asian elephant. Its mouth is so vast that 400 people could comfortably stand inside it. So if you're floating in the path of a feeding blue whale, you're going in, right? Yes, you'll be inside the mouth, but here is the forgotten why. Despite its colossal size, a blue whale physically cannot swallow you. These giants are filter feeders. Their throat, or esophagus, is surprisingly small, roughly the size of a grapefruit or about 10 to 15 centimeters in diameter. You are simply too big. If a blue whale accidentally scoops you up, you'd be like a piece of popcorn stuck in a straw. The whale would feel the obstruction, and within seconds, it would use its massive tongue to push you back out. You'd be covered in slime and very salty, but you'd be alive. But don't breathe a sigh of relief just yet. There is one creature that makes the swallowed alive theory a terrifying possibility: the sperm whale. Unlike the gentle blue whale, the sperm whale is a predator. It dives thousands of feet into the abyss to hunt giant squids, creatures much larger and tougher than a human. Because it eats massive prey whole, its esophagus is huge, nearly a meter wide. If you meet a sperm whale, you won't get stuck in its throat. You will go all the way down.
This is the only animal on the planet capable of recreating the story of Jonah. But forget the Bible. Science tells a much darker story about what's waiting for you at the end of that slide. If you manage to survive the descent, you land in the first of 4 stomach chambers. There is no air. The environment is filled with methane gas and 0 oxygen. If you don't suffocate within the first few minutes, the biology of the whale takes over. The stomach is a crushing machine filled with powerful enzymes and hydrochloric acid designed to dissolve the beaks of giant squids. Your skin would begin to burn almost instantly. There are famous sea yarns, like the story of James Bartley in 1891, who supposedly lived inside a whale for 36 hours, but modern science has debunked this. Between the toxic gases, the lack of air, and the corrosive acid, survival is a biological impossibility. You wouldn't be living in there, you'd be digesting. However, there is a danger you probably didn't find in your initial search, and it's perhaps the most terrifying. You don't even need to be swallowed to die. A blue whale can emit a call at 188 decibels. For context, a jet engine at takeoff is 140 decibels. At 188 decibels, sound isn't just noise, it's a physical force. If you're close enough to be swallowed, the acoustic pressure from a whale's call could vibrate your internal organs until they literally rupture. The sound itself would turn your insides to jelly before the whale even closed its mouth. So, if you're ever in the water and see a gaping mouth approaching, don't panic about the stomach acid. Most whales will just spit you back into the ocean like a bad piece of sushi. The ocean's giants aren't interested in eating humans. We're just a tiny mistake in their massive world. If you want to know the why behind the world's biggest mysteries, subscribe to channel. We've got more truths to uncover, from the secrets of the Titanic to the real fate of the Megalodon. What should we investigate next? Let us know in the comments.